The Galaxy Fold made an enormous splash when Samsung first announced it in February, but since then it's been a bit of a rocky road. When reviewers first got their devices, reports of problems that essentially broke the screen began piling up. Since then, the Fold was put on a massive delay, but now we have a new and improved design that Samsung said will fix the problems. So the first major change is that there's no visible screen protector around the device. Remember, this is essentially a plastic screen because we don't have foldable glass yet. And the problem with the first iteration of the Fold was there was a border between the edge of the 7.3-inch display and this plastic screen. So it looked like it was a screen protector that you could simply peel off. And if you did that, well, you would damage the phone pretty much immediately. Now that protective cover is still there, but it extends underneath this plastic bezel that goes all around the side. So there's no way you're really gonna pull it out. There is one other change beneath the screen that's not visible at all. There used to be a layer of metal to support the display, and then a layer of cushioning. And now there's an extra layer of metal on top of that cushioning. And that is supposed to make it a little bit sturdier, more rigid, and hopefully diminish that crease that runs down the center of the phone. Do you see this crease here where it bends? This used to be an open area. You can see this plastic cap that's almost like a little tiny T shape, and that's keeping debris from going underneath. A problem that some reviewers had before was that dust or other particles were able to work their way in here underneath. And I'm using my nail, and I can't really get in there. I can't really lift anything out. So this is an important design change. When you look at it from the side, there used to be a big open area, and now that's totally shored up. So that's really good to see. Speaking of air gaps, that is the third major change that Samsung has made to the design of the Galaxy Fold. You still have a little bit of space. The screens don't lie completely flat. That's not what's changed. What has changed is that the hinge here seems to be set a little bit deeper so that there's less height gap between the bottom of the hinge and these two screens. When I open and close the Fold, it does feel a little bit different than I remember. Granted, it's been months since I last held the device, but it seems, I don't know, almost smoother, more compact, more seamless in a way. So I think these changes have made a bit of a difference. I want to say that it feels sturdier. Now, the Galaxy Fold is still going on sale in the US and other select countries around the world. It's still going to cost about $2,000 for this hybrid device. However, Samsung says it's now only going to sell the Fold in two colors, silver and black, and that the green and blue versions will no longer be available. That's a real bummer because I used the blue originally and it was fantastic. Pretty much everything else about the Fold is going to be exactly the same as when Samsung first announced it, from the screen inside to the little screen on the outside and all the software on the inside, including how you take advantage of this large display. I think the question that remains is, are people still going to be enthusiastic about it, or has that excitement dampened as a result of the problems and of the delay? This was never going to be a mainstream device by any means, but now there are going to be fewer colors, the months have progressed, and it will be really interesting to see if those early adopters who were so excited about the idea of a completely different phone design will remain loyal to the Fold, or if they're gonna hedge their bets and wait.